It's the Cloud Chronicles, blazing trails, you know how Johnny moves. Young black mamba, dropping the hottest news. Like some mad attorney calling audibles. When it's mindset, I don't know how I'ma lose. Keep it 100, we from the 90s, dude. Freshest podcast out, we on the grind for you. Stuck on your head all day, Gorilla Glue. They think they really gon' out me, pull up with the big tech. Call it Silicon Valley, made it through a dark winter, it was getting so cloudy. Now we got the sickest show in the whole county. It's a cold world, better bundle up. Gotta get the shovel when the truck is stuck. In the middle of a blizzard, still coming up. Tuning in just so I know what is up. It's the Cloud Chronicles. It's the Cloud Chronicles. Cloud Chronicles. It's the...
What up, world? We are back. We are live. This is the Cloud Chronicles. I'm your host, Jerry and Blaze, man. I got a super special guest, the first athlete on the show. So this is the very first athlete on the show. Pro women's football player, Houston Heat. Shout out to the Houston Heat, WNFC, Houston Heat. So shout out to them. We got all pro defensive tackle, Lacie O'Neil in the building. Bah, 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 bah. Hey, what's going on?
Man, it's going. I'm trying not to be stressed out right now. Texas is playing, so you see me kind of eyeballing it over here.
I know. What? Hold on. Give me the score real quick, so I ain't got to pull it up on my phone.
24-16. Texas is up right now, but they blew a lead against Oklahoma last week.
Yeah.
So
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I know. I feel you there.
Okay, so good. At least I know we got one more thing in common. We both love UT football, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad, man. I like that little quarterback they got too right now. Hope he does good.
I do too. He's got some skills, and he can really move his feet too. So I like it.
All right, well, we're gonna get back to you. So this is Lacie O'Neil, y'all. She plays defensive tackle. She is not for the play. This is real hard hitting. This is not the lingerie league. This is full contact. Same thing you see on Sundays. This is it. So tell the people, man, like, how'd you get into this? How'd you get into it?
Sure. So I do play for the WNFC is our league. It's the Premier League Women's Tackle Football League in the country. We have over 20 teams across the United States. We actually have a team there in Dallas. I know, Jerry, and you're in Dallas. I play for the Houston Heat, and we're in the same conference as Dallas. They actually just hosted the Super Bowl weekend in August. It was them and San Diego in the championship, and the Elite came out ahead. I think this is either their third or fourth consecutive win. So they are definitely a powerhouse. The way that I got into it, basically, I've always loved football. I've always watched it. You grow up in Texas, like football's a religion, right? Like everybody watches it, plays it. I grew up in a very small town. So like that was what everybody did. You know, we all watched football and everything. My dad was very traditional. He wouldn't let me play with the boys. I had a couple of female friends that played in junior high, but he just wouldn't let me play. So I was a trainer for the football team. So I was still involved, on the sidelines, there for every practice, 2 days, all those things. And I've always been a fan. So I always watched football. I'm a big UT fan, big college fan, really. I like some of the NFL. I really follow players in the NFL more so than my team. So you feel me there. But it's just as a spectator, it's a different kind of energy. So when I came to Houston, I came here for work, and I was looking for a way to kind of stay in shape. And I saw a flyer basically on a local Facebook page or whatever that there was tryouts for a women's football team. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was flag football and some local thing.
Yeah.
And so I called the number, to get more information. And it was actually the owner. And I was like, owner? Like, what are y'all talking about? And so it was one of the owners. We have 4 owners. So it was one of the owners, and he kind of gave me the rundown of what they're looking for and everything, and wanted me to talk to the head coach, who was Daryl Hobbs, who played in the NFL for a number of years.
Okay,
so
cool.
I was just like, already I'm a little starstruck, right? I'm thinking somebody played in the NFL, is the head coach of this team. And so he said, I talked to him and I was real honest with him. At the time, I was 36, single mom, not in the greatest shape. I said, I'm not sure that I'm your demographic. I'm not sure that I'm what you're looking for. And I want to be upfront about that. And he said, no. He said, the beautiful thing about football is we like all body types. We can find a place for you. If you're
Right.
passionate, we can teach you the fundamentals.
Right.
If you're willing to come and put in the work and be dedicated and, be out there on the field doing your thing, like they can teach you the rest.
Right.
And so I was like, okay. So he invited me out to a practice and I observed for a little bit, kind of went through warm ups, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me, like what position I'd like to play. I love defense. I think defense wins championships. So that's what I want to play. So they put me in on the line at a defensive tackle position. The very first play, they ran through, I busted through the line and I got a sack. And I was like, yep, this is what I want to do.
Yeah. But
hooked,
you probably knew that back in school though, when you were you said that you were like a trainer or something for the team. So you were probably sitting there watching the games like, man, I'd have busted his ass on that last play. Like, oh, you're like, oh, y'all lucky my daddy won't let me play. Y'all lucky my daddy won't let me play.
Yes. And I was very fortunate, even with my experience in high school, we had wonderful coaches. We had a wonderful program, and they were all very inclusive. Our school was so small; we had never had a student trainer before. And
what A were y'all?
We were at that time we were 2A. They've dropped down.
Were you in
now,
Texas?
So,
Texas?
In West Texas, yeah.
Okay. So y'all were 2A. Oh yeah, y'all were little.
Very little, and they're even smaller now.
Yeah.
So when I went and was talking to them about everything, he was like, well, let's talk to your parents and make sure like they're okay with this. And they were very candid with my parents and said, this is football, and sometimes she may be hearing things, cuss words and whatever, like this and that, like just understand, like it's a different. And of course, my dad played football; he knows how it is and everything. But everybody was very respectful, and like I was everybody's little sister. So nobody really messed with me in school. I had a big group of football players who had my back, and it was wonderful. It was a great experience. I love those coaches still. I'm in contact with most of them, and it was definitely, I learned a lot during that time. So that's been able to kind of translate into my career now, and just things on the field that I know from back then from watching it for so many years.
That's messed up, man. So you had the football team had you back then. So I guess that kind of made you a little bit unapproachable. Like I got to go through the defensive line to talk to her. Or the offensive line.
So I wasn't that interested in like being approachable, so it was fine. I think my parents probably liked that.
Dad didn't mind at all, right?
He didn't mind at all. No.
Right. Yeah, that's hilarious though. Probably dudes right now, they're gonna be watching this like, I tried, man. I swear I tried, but defensive tackle, he was like, nah, that's our little sister. Don't want to mess with Lacie. So So then I met your mama, and look at us now.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. So I want to know. Tell me about your first practice. That first, like after you. Well, let's talk about the tryout. You went through the tryout when you made the team. How was that when you found out you made the team through your first practice in the first game?
So it was really crazy. I actually started, in 2020, right before the pandemic. And so, I went basically, everybody was already kind of like they had already had like their official tryouts before I joined the team. So it was like more just jump in, learn as you go type thing.
Yeah.
And so then it was like April, everything was crazy with COVID, and they shut our season down. And so that was devastating because I was like ready to go,
right.
Season, all the things.
Right.
And so it was kind of depressing. So, but I just looked at it as, what, like all this does is give me time to get better. Right. I knew that I wasn't where I needed to be anyway. So I knew that like, had we had that season that we would have, had to jump in there and play, like I probably wouldn't have gotten a lot of playing time just because I wasn't ready. I wasn't as fit as I am now. I definitely didn't have the fundamentals down. So I just looked at it as a learning opportunity and time to get better. And I decided, during that time, basically that I'm older. I was 36 at the time, and there's a lot of young cats. And you know what? They may be younger. They may be more naturally athletic than I am, but nobody's going to outwork me. And that really carried me through 2020 and into 2021. And I really took that mentality the whole way. So in 2021, when we had like real tryouts and everything, I felt great. And of course, like I was ready to go, peak kind of performance, everything. And, just getting that call where it's official, you're on the team, of course, that just felt amazing. And so then going into the 2021 season, I mean, man, I learned so much. You can't, they can teach you so much and get you to a certain point, just, practicing and everything. We were super fortunate because we had a lot of scrimmages leading up to our first game. So that really got us to where we needed to be, to where we weren't just, running around like chickens with our heads cut off, in that first game. So I was really grateful that we had that opportunity. We scrimmaged, some teams out of Austin, a team out of Louisiana. And so, we got in the work. There's 3 actual 11-on-11 women's football teams here in Houston, and we scrimmaged one of those other teams. And they're actually a top contender in their league as well. So that was great work for us.
But that's a different league, though. That's not full contact, is it?
No, it is full contact.
Oh, it is. It's just 11-11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, there's 3 different women's football teams that are 11-11 here in Houston alone. So there's a lot of women that are involved in this, and it was crazy to me because I had no idea that women's football was really even a thing until I got involved in it. We even have like an 8-man team as well, and some of those players have come to play for us. So it's really great. We have a lot of depth of knowledge. We have a lot of incredibly talented athletes. So to be, among those women, it's awesome.
I had a friend back when I was working at the bar. I used to work at a bar a long time ago. Anyways, lady used to come in. She was like 6'5", and she used to play. And
Awesome.
so that's where I first heard about it. And this is like early 2000s, like 08, something like that. Yeah. And I was just like, I was just like mind blown. I mean, because she was, I think she was when she played like offensive line or something with that height. But yeah, so it's been around for a while, right?
Yeah, it has been. There's been some documentaries about it. There was actually one about the Boston Renegades that came out kind of at the end, like not the end, but kind of like in the middle of the pandemic, where they followed them around. They're in a different league than what we're in. But it's nice to kind of see now that even though this has been a thing for a while, like people are really starting to like say, oh, women's football is a thing. Like women's sports is kind of having a moment right now, but women's football is also like we're breaking barriers. We're getting recognition. The WNFC is getting recognition from the NFL. We were featured last year in one of their commercials. So like this is the time to be a part of this, and I really feel grateful that I had this opportunity to be a part of it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you play defense, right? Right.
I do.
Of course. All pro. My bad. Let me back up. I don't want you to I don't want you to send the hitters for me. Y'all see the guns are out right now. She was like, and listen, what's funny is earlier she was like, I played defense, of course. You was rolling the sleeve up. I was like, I don't want no problem.
I hate sleeves. Like I usually wear tank tops, and we got these new shirts. Usually I like cut the sleeves off.
Cut them up. Yep. Yep. You're not a sleeve person.
So I can like wear this shirt out and stuff,
Yeah.
But I end up rolling them up anyway.
Yeah, it was just the timing of it. You're like, he was like, I played defense. So yeah. it was just the timing of it. That's the clip I'm using. That's the clip I'm posting. That's gonna be the thumbnail. That's gonna be the YouTube thumbnail right there. Awesome. Okay, so tell me about I want to know about your favorite hit or your biggest hit that you've had. Like walk me through it.
So Probably, and this wasn't like a big hit, but it was
Mhm.
my favorite moment.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, give it to me.
So our last game, we played against the Dallas Elite. We played in Denton. They had a beautiful facility up there in Denton. We play on the Mean Green Field up there in North Texas. So
Yeah,
I mean,
UNT.
yeah, it's
That's
beautiful.
nice.
It
Yeah,
is
that's
very
nice.
nice, and you
Yeah.
feel, you know, walking into that facility, you feel like, oh, we really are professionals. Like it's really,
Right.
really nice.
Right.
So, you know, I was excited and hyped up and everything. We're playing Dallas. They beat us our very first game. So we're hyped up for that game anyway. We've had a pretty rough season, a lot of injuries, a lot of people out. So right off the bat, they made me mad because they weren't going to start me on defense. They wanted to start me on offense because we had so many players out on offense. So I'm already mad.
What were they going to play you on offense real quick?
I play offensive tackle on the end.
Okay,
So,
okay.
And guard sometimes.
I was like, don't let me little Barry Sanders or something like that in the backfield. I didn't know what it was. I was okay.
I mean, you know, you want to give me the ball, I'll run.
Yeah, I get you the tough yards. Okay, okay, go ahead.
Because I cannot catch. That is not.
Stone hands.
I'm not a skills player by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay, handoffs only.
Yeah, handoffs only because I'm not trying to catch nothing.
Right.
So yeah, we're coming into this game and everything, and you know, my offensive line coach all season had been trying to get me to play offense, and I'm like, no, I want to play defense. Like I want to play defense. And so we finally, you know, just because of necessity, they're like, we have to put you here. And so I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And so we go in, and you know, like I'm on the bus, like I'm going over plays with him. I haven't really even practiced at that position that much, you know, last season. Like maybe filled in a couple of times.
This is O-line, right?
O-line.
Oh yeah, okay. You
Yeah,
got to know all the plays.
You do, and not only that, but Dallas has like the best freaking like defensive ends in the league. So I'm like, okay, this is how we're gonna do. Okay, so I think it was like the third quarter or something, and I had, you know, the first couple of plays out the gate, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? And then I kind of found my footing and whatever, and I felt good about it. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this, right? Like I can. It's just basically the same thing I do on defense. It's just backwards. Like I'm creating a pocket for my quarterback, right?
Right.
This I'm on the far side away from our sideline, and this girl comes up, and you know, she's an end. She runs at me, and I just, you know, popped her, and she went down, and I didn't even really do anything. I think she twisted her knee. I don't know what happened, but they had to call people out. And so I hear somebody screaming my name from the sideline, and I turn around and look, and it's my offensive line coach, and he's doing this.
First of all, we here at the Cloud Chronicles hope that lady is all right. We do not want anyone injured. Okay.
He's okay. I mean, I'm
that's
never
hilarious, though.
To hurt anybody. Never.
Yeah.
That is never my intention.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you. But that's hilarious, though, to see your coach throwing up the heart sign like a Care Bear or something over there.
It was great. And he's huge. He's like 6'5". He played line. So he played in the Canadian League. I mean, he's
okay.
He's
Shout out to Coach.
Coach Mason. That's my coach.
Shout out to Coach Mason. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was probably my very favorite play that I had, and surprisingly, it was on offense, not even on defense. But yeah, that just the whole heart symbol from him was the greatest.
You made him tear up, is what he was like.
He was like, "This is my. I've been telling you." He was like, "I've been telling you."
Yeah, like this is why I want you to play. This is why I want you to play. Yeah.
Yes. And,
you know, he was on
going into next season. I probably will play O-line. That's probably where they're going to put me because they really like me at that position. So we'll see.
You gonna play a little bit of both ways, or just strictly?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I did hurt my knee. That the very last play of that game. They were really just trying to hurt us at that point. They were up 48-0, and for whatever reason, instead of kneeling on the last play, they decided to give one of their linemen, I think, the ball to try and run it, and I got hurt. just in the mix there. So I'm a little salty about that, but it is what it is. So
hence the IG name. Go ahead.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I've been salty, but I mean, this is just adding to my seasoning.
Yeah. I had to throw that out there, man. I had to throw that out there, though. Yeah, and that's not cool on that other team, man. You should have kneeled. Y'all should have kneeled.
Yeah, they really should have. And I mean, I tore my PCL. They can't repair it. Like, I basically am having to learn to function without that. And I also tore my meniscus, so we're kind of building scar tissue, so that it kind of heals and everything. And I'm doing really well. Like, I'm back up to doing like 25 pounds on leg extensions. I don't know if y'all saw me, our Houston Heat IG. I had it today, and so we were running bleachers. So I was going, I wasn't really running them. I was kind of walking them because it's still a little tender. But that's what we're doing. We're out there getting it. So.
I'm checking. See if she. I don't know, Lacie. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Why wasn't you running though? Is what I want to know.
I mean, I'm really not supposed to be running yet.
Oh, okay. You hurt.
So I'm trying to adhere to that. My boyfriend has threatened me on this, where if he sees me, he's like, if I see you, posting stuff that you're not supposed to be doing, I will come to practice and act a fool. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and he got the press pass too as the boyfriend. They're gonna let him go. Come on through, bro. Come on through.
Yeah.
Come on through. We know who you're here for. Go on get it.
Yeah.
Go on get it. Yeah.
And he will. So
hilarious. That's what's up, man. Big shout out to him. So tell me, is there like a QB that you well, since I don't know if you're going to be switching, but when you were playing defensive tackle, what team did you just really get geared up to play? Because, maybe you just didn't like the team. Maybe you didn't like the quarterback. Maybe it was a combination of all.
So for me, it's never about that. It's never that I don't like you. It's never an animosity driven thing. It's because like, I see you as being somebody who's good and I want to get you. I did during the Dallas game when I was playing on defense, I was on a sack on their quarterback, which was freaking awesome because they have the best O-line in the country. I mean, their O-line is solid as hell. So I was real proud of that. I'll tell you right now, Mississippi's quarterback, Regina, I think her name is, she is so quick. I don't know that I'll ever be quick enough to get her, but I mean, I would like to let her know I'm there. But again, she's very quick, and she can take a hit too. So she's one that I'd like to go rounds with again.
Okay, so she sounds like Lamar Jackson-esque.
Yes, very much. Yeah, she's got great feet. Good hands. She's a threat anywhere. Her pocket collapses, she can roll out and run. She's very, very talented.
Okay. All right. So I got two more questions here before I let you go.
Sure.
I want to know some players that you like to watch professionally, even if they're in your league or the NFL, any league, any conference, whatever level, that play your position that you like. Who do you like to watch? Who do you study, or maybe even that you pick game from?
Aaron Donald is my favorite.
Right.
Charles Omenihu. I've been watching him since he played at Texas. He's also one of my favorites to watch. Of course, I love to watch J.J. Watt. He's incredible, but Aaron Donald is magic.
Yes.
I love to watch him. He is fired up every game. They cannot contain him. He's so athletic. I love to watch him.
He does some crazy training too.
He
like
does.
the hand stuff. What was he doing? Boxing or some kind of? He does all kind of stuff.
I actually did that last season. Before this, during our off season, I did some Muay Thai kickboxing and boxing, and it really helped me with my hand and footwork.
Make you.
Yeah. It was really, really helpful.
Good. Okay. I want to know some advice to ladies out there that are maybe interested in joining the league. The young girls that don't know about it, you know what I'm saying? What would you tell them? the high school girls in college, girls your age, you know, that want to do it or just looking to play football?
I wish that somebody had told me to stick with it. I wish that somebody had told me to have the courage to go and try to. I really wanted to be a football coach. I really loved it, but I thought, you know, I'm a girl. I can't do that. And I listened, and I wish that I wouldn't have in retrospect. So whatever it is that you want to do, have the courage to do it. Find other women that you admire and you look up to. Kate and Liz Sowers come to mind. You know, they're incredible. And I got to meet, you know, one of them during the Kansas City game, and that was just a really awesome experience. There's so many women breaking barriers right now, from referees to, you know, being coaches in the NFL, to coaching WNFC teams, to being owners. I mean, there's a place for you. So, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, however it is you want to be involved, do that. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody put limits on you because of your age, your talent level, whatever it is. Work hard, and you can do it. We actually just have a new lady, and I'm really excited about it because she was telling me on her Pee Wee team that there's an 11-year-old girl playing Pee Wee, and so we're going to
with the boys.
Yeah, with the boys.
Good,
yeah.
good.
So we're going to try to coordinate. We have a program that the WNFC is very involved in called I Got Her Back. And so we go to these girls who are playing football most of the time with the boys. And, you know, we show up en masse and let them know, like, there are other women like you who are out here breaking barriers so that you can continue to do what you're doing and hopefully eventually be out here with us. So that's my advice. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't let anybody put limits on you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me. Again, I'm glad we got it all ironed out. Sound is good and everything. So Thank you so much for your time. Tell them where they can find you at, and tell them where they can find the Houston Heat, the handles and all that good jazz.
Yeah, so we're the Houston Heat is on all social media platforms. If you just search WNFC Houston Heat, you can find us pretty much Facebook, IG, Twitter, all of those things. I'm on IG, Salty Lacie _69. 69 is my number. It's not a whatever thing, you know, it's whatever.
You better say it. You better throw that disclaimer out there. You know how you know how it is. You know. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, I'll try to keep it, you know, PG for the
yeah.
For the folks
I
out here.
mean, they can see, you know, it's a football number, but you still gonna get that one or two. You know.
I mean, I don't care, and I own it. You know, I'm good with that too. You know, so. You know, I appreciate my people that are on Instagram. I've met a lot of really cool people. I get to connect with other players in the league and owners and people that are involved. So I really like social media and being able to kind of share with you what I go through. A lot of times I'm posting workout videos. I'm going live when I'm working out. I went live with my son. He thought that he could hang with mom a couple days ago, and so we went live, and he could not. He couldn't cut it on mom's workout.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, keep posting the videos, man. Keep doing your thing. Are we in season right now? Are we off season right now
We're in off season right now. We just had national tryouts, but we're still gonna probably host a couple more tryouts. Contact if you're wanting to get involved or play, or you know, at whatever level you're at. Contact whoever's local to you. Like I said, we have 20 teams. If you go to the WNFC website, there's actually a form you can fill out, and they'll put you in contact with whoever your local team is. If you're in Houston, hit me up. I will connect you to who you need to be connected to, and you know, come out to practice. We would love to have you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Lacie O'Neil in the building. Y'all go check her out. Check out the WNFC Houston Heat. So when's the first game? When's season kicking off?
They haven't released the date.
They haven't released schedule yet? But you got like a month or anything?
Usually it's the first Saturday in May.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what we're probably looking at, but I'm not sure of dates just yet. But we'll post it up when we get it for sure.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna let you go so you can go finish watching this Texas game like myself.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
this has been the Cloud Chronicles. I'm your host, Jerry and Blaze. This is Lacie Salty O'Neil, the Houston Heat. We are out of here.
All right.
Peace.